Yes, people, what is going on? Hope we are all good. So I have been asked to give you my young player of the year between Mount and Pulisic. They're the only two candidates, they have to be. There's been some good performances from some youngsters. Reece James, Tammy's done all right, was in a golden boot race for a while. But Mount and Pulisic have definitely been the standout stars. Now, I get criticised a lot for my love of Mason Mount, and I am going to pick Mason Mount as my young player of the year. But hear me out on this one. For me, he's been a better player all season long, where Pulisic has been injured. Again, it's not his fault, but Mount has been able to do it all year long. He's had an impact in every single game he's played, which I have to say is every single one. That is a big part to play in going forward and looking at young player of the year. It's of the year. It's not since lockdown. It's not of anything. Pulisic, of course, has been great since we come back from lockdown. Mount's had some great performances as well, with a goal and assist against Wolves and a couple of others that spring to mind instantly as well. But it's all year long. And Pulisic, he played well against Burnley, where he got a hat-trick, and he had a couple of games here and there where he did all right. He's done this, he's done that. But I think Mount is just an absolutely superb season. And I know people are going to go, oh, you picked Mason Mount again, he's English. I do believe the guy's going to go right the way to the top. I must be honest. I think he's going to be the absolute dogs for Chelsea. I think he's going to be amazing. But I think for me, the main thing that really sells it is, again, he has done it all year long, Mason Mount, compared to Pulisic, who has been in and out of the squad for injuries and other reasons as well. But for me, it really showed when he played against Tottenham. And we beat them 2-1, and he actually didn't start the game. He came on very early on, and everyone's thinking, if we can get into the game, this is a weaker Tottenham side, and then after a while he can come into the game, and then he can just go, and we can put on the afterburners, and we can go and press, and he can go and do some magic. Where actually, I think he came on after about 10, 15, 20 minutes because of an injury. He came on really, really early doors, which he wasn't expecting, and he was able to change the game. He made a great little move for the Alonso goal. It was just really, really class. He scored goals, he's got assists, and he wasn't expected to do anything really, where Pulisic, with the price tag that was attached to him, was kind of expected to do something. So for me, because of the complete surprise that he's been and how well he's done all year long, it has to be Mason Mount. Absolutely has to be Mason Mount.
Good evening, lads. Hope you're having an amazing day. Christian Pulisic versus Mason Mount. Who do I think, in my personal opinion, deserves the Young Player of the Year for Chelsea Football Club? Alright. I know what you're thinking. First, I just gotta say it right now. Looking fire in that shirt right there. Yeah, you're looking fire. You know who else looks fire? Without a shirt, actually. Without a shirt. Yeah. Christian Pulisic. Whew. What's that? You want another one? Here you go. Not only is he fired on the pitch, he's killing it, man. No homo, though, no homo. But yeah, for me, Christian Pulisic, he deserves it for me. Now, Mason Mount, that doesn't mean I don't rate him. Honestly, for me this season, of all the Chelsea players, I think he's been our third best player. First Kova, second Pulisic, and then third goes to Mason Mount. Now that makes some people want to shoot me already, but that's okay. Mason Mount, you can tell that he's been very important for Frank Lampard and in his systems to make the team really click. Yeah, there's been some games where Mason hasn't been as good, but you can tell that he is very important for Frank Lampard and as well as the team. He's very needed. And let's compare his first season in Chelsea to Frank Lampard's. Like, it just really shows that Mason Mount seems like a really good player for the future for Chelsea. A lot of people, even our fans, don't like him. And I don't get it, man. I really don't get it. Like, he's a good player, and he can only grow from here. When Kai Havertz comes, he's just going to get better. I honestly believe that. It's going to be like just Frank Lampard. As soon as competition comes in, he only gets better. I can see that happening. But Christian Pulisic, that's what we were talking about. Spicy, man. Spicy. Christian Pulisic, even though he played way less games than Mason Mount, you can tell that he has been important in every single one of those games. He has truly been. Honestly, he's played like good in every single minute that he could get. He took advantage of that. You know, Frank Lampard, if this actually did happen, praise to him, but, you know, he didn't play Christian Pulisic, you know, in the beginning just to make sure he can get used to the league first, you know. if that's how I did, then Frank Lampard honestly is a genius because this is who we got. So thank you so much, Super Frank. And I do like the things like that. Christian Pulisic, he has led us. You can tell that he's not really a vocal leader, but his skills makes the team just drive. It makes them click. It makes them work. It makes them go hard. It makes them show that we are Chelsea Football Club. Everyone has quality. We can bring it out. We can dish it on the opponent. Christian Pulisic, Captain America, who knows? Who knows? Maybe in the future he might actually be vice captain. Captain might be pushing it, but vice captain seems reasonable. But yeah, Pulisic, he's just really good at dribbling. We get glimpses of Hasser with him. You know, they're different players, but Pulisic, he also knows how to score. In his first season, with way less game time, same number of goals as Williams' best season and Hazard's first season. Christian Pulisic has so much to grow, as well as Mason Mount. But for me this season, Christian Pulisic has been important for us to definitely get top 4, as well as Mason, but more for Pulisic. That's just my opinion. Now, yeah, that's the end for me. Let's hear the other guy. And if you do want to check me out, my YouTube is El Shells. Thank you so much for hearing my opinions. And, me being all weird with this. Come on. No homo, but come on. Alright, but yeah. See you guys. Thanks for watching. Let's hear the other guy.
Yeah, hi guys. Yeah, we are here again talking about who's supposed to win the Young Player of the Season between Christian Pulisic and Mason Mount. Actually, both of them have been good players for Chelsea this season. They've really done incredibly well. But to me, I feel Christian Pulisic should be awarded the Young Player of the Season in EPL because he has 9 goals and 5 assists. Mason is actually a good guy. He has really played well for us this season. He was very consistent throughout the end of the season. But I feel Christian Pulisic should win the Young Player of the Season because he has actually contributed a lot to Chelsea goals this season. It was after the pandemic break when he came back from injury. He was on fire and he really played well. So I voted for him already. Actually, I voted for Christian Pulisic. So I am urging Chelsea fans out there to please vote Christian Pulisic as the Premier League Young Player of the Season. Thank you. Come on, you Blues. Blues till I break my last. Come on, Chelsea.
Who I think deserves Chelsea's Young Player of the Year between Christian Pulisic and Mason Mount. I mean, you look at the stats, Mason Mount, 7 goals, 6 assists, I think it was, which is actually better than what Lampard got in his first season, from 37 games anyway. Pulisic, obviously, he's just been amazing, hasn't he? All round, I can't remember his stats because he's been that good. I don't remember his stats. But Mason Mount has been midfielder, but also Pulisic has been injured. So obviously, they're probably... Pulisic has obviously missed out on a lot of goal chances because of injury. Mount obviously has played every game this season near enough, and obviously not been injured. But Mason Mount is a midfielder. Yes, he's an attacking midfielder, but he also can defend as a midfielder, which is brilliant to see. He was also taught that as a young kid, like his dad said, that he can't just expect to be able to get away with the attacking role of a midfielder. He has to do the defensive part as well. So that was good for Chelsea to have a player like that. And in my opinion, I do think Mason Mount deserves it because, he was in the Championship last year. Obviously, Pulisic being in the Bundesliga, there's definitely a skill gap between them two leagues. Mason Mount obviously that was his second professional loan. Yes, he was under Lampard, great manager. But I think Mount deserves it because he was a so-called Championship player this season. And he's obviously shown that he's not. He's obviously got more quality than that. But Pulisic, he's definitely got to be up there. He's definitely close, but if I was to vote, Mason Mount would get my vote. Obviously, make sure you leave who you think deserves it in the comment section, and up the Chelsea.
Who do I think deserves the Young Player of the Season out of Mason Mount and Christian Pulisic? It's really close. Mount had a good start to the season when his form dipped, and then after the restart, it's been pretty good. Pulisic had a slow start. And he improved when he played that game against Burnley when he scored a hat-trick. Then he had an injury. I think he had He got it in like January, and then after the restart, he started playing amazingly well. So I think Christian Pulisic deserves it, in my opinion. It's really close, but I hope Pulisic can have a better season and hopefully does not get as much as injuries than he did this season. Thanks for having me on. Up Chelsea.
Hi, my name is Jet. I'm from Indonesia, and I think if you ask me, hey Jet, who would you choose to be young player of the season? Is it Mason Mount or is it Pulisic? I think I will go with Pulisic. You might ask me why, because I think Pulisic is just like New Hazard, but he didn't want to call New Hazard or Hazard. He wants to be himself, but yeah, I think he will do more in Chelsea, and I think Pulisic have that dribbling skills, like good dribblings. He's got his pace. He's incredibly fast, and yeah, I think Pulisic can be the part of Chelsea new era. I think Mount too, but I go with Pulisic for Young Player of the Season nominee. Thank you.